Oh, man. Mm, mm, mm. I guess I could follow this road, see where it goes. sloppy. Oops.
I feel quite hungry.
I'm liking it so far. It's harder than most games. You gotta really, as far as the fighting, you gotta really think your strategy. You don't want to just charge in and try to take on two people because they will kill you pretty easily. In archery, there's no crosshair. You just have to kind of line it up and hope to God you hit something. So I'm practicing right now. But it's more, the cinematics are a lot more like a movie than most games to me. That was a good shot. Yeah. It's going to be a challenge, you know. There's kind of a learning curve in how to do things. Lockpicking is going to be a challenge. Everything's pretty much going to be a challenge, and stuff you discover. Like, the prologue is anywhere from 4 to 7 hours, depending on how you play it. To me, it's worth it. The story's worth it. The gameplay's worth it. If you want to just kind of have a huge immersive world like The Witcher was, it's really good. And that's what it feels like to me, is like a first-person Witcher, though, without the magic. You have a lot of quests. The world is massive. Like, just going from Rete to Neuhof took about 10 minutes to get there. So it's really good. As far as Skyrim, yeah, I mean the horseback riding is a lot better than Skyrim ever dreamed of being. But I would say, yeah, the combat feels more like For Honor, in that you have to be strategic about what direction you're coming from, feints, last minute deflections, even dodging out of the way. And if you're fighting more than one person, how to get their people, because sometimes somebody will be shooting at you with a bow while you're fighting another guy, so you have to kind of line them up so their own guy's shooting, so the enemy's shooting their own guys. But yeah, I mean, there's investigations and stuff I've done so far, but I've really liked it. You got to worry about hunger. You have to worry about sleeping. Kind of show you the skills in it remind me a lot of Oblivion, though, because you get alchemy, drinking, herbalism, horsemanship, hunting, lockpicking, maintenance, pickpocketing, and each of these have subsets of things you can get, assign things to. So I like the skill set in this better than Skyrim. It's more detailed than some of the other stuff. Yeah, if you want night fighting, you really, because they took their time and made the fighting based off of real fighting of the time. The thing I like about this is you can get drunk and it boosts your charisma. Like, you become more relaxed, so your interaction with people. But if you have mud on your clothes or blood on your sword, people might be less likely to talk to you. So there's a lot going on here. There's a really huge, in-depth interaction system with NPCs, and the world is just... I don't know, I already selected this. I thought I already selected that. Alright. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a real huge... There's, just like Skyrim, there's going to be some glitches here and there, but I would say it's definitely worth it. What these people put into this, and the system, and the, hierarchy. Like, you may go talk to a noble. You're not a noble. You're a blacksmith's son, so they may not like you just because of that. What's this? It's a grocer. I need to find a blacksmith here. Oh yeah, there's a... like I said, the prologue for me took 7 hours because I was doing a lot of stuff. So that alone was amazing. And then if you do all the side quests and stuff, that's a pun. Trying to find a blacksmith at the moment so I can clean my sword. I would definitely say it's going to be a lot. Like, I can see myself putting in a couple 100 hours on this. And here's the thing is, you're going to have to train. You're going to have to learn the systems. You're going to have to practice. That's what I like about it. It's not just Skyrim where I pick up a sword and automatically, as a level, I can put the points wherever. No, whatever skill you're using, that's the skill you're going to improve and get points for. You're not going to get just random points to put anywhere you want. So if you want to be better at sword fighting, you're going to have to sword fight. You can even practice in some arenas to get better. And that's what I like about it. It reminds me of the old days of Oblivion and Morrowind, where you want to get better at something, you're going to have to use that skill to get better. What is this? A baker. I didn't get a horse until like 10 hours into the game, so... You can thieve like you could in Morrowind and break into people's houses and lockpick and get caught and thrown into jail and stuff like that. Yeah, so far I've actually gotten into some pretty big fights a couple times. I know me and a crew of guards went to investigate a murder, and I tried taking on these two guys in one area. It was just two of them, and they literally tag teamed me. Like, one was coming from the side while I was worrying about the other one. So anytime I switched, the other one would come in, so you have to be real on point with your stuff and your armor. And the armor is like the old, like, you ever played Mario when you remember you had your shoulder, you had your gloves, you had your boots, plus your leggings, plus your... So, this is kind of the same. Where is it? So, right now for my armor, I have a ridiculous... I have, not only do I have pants and gloves and a shirt, but also have chest armor as well as something to go over to signify who I am. And then I actually have on top of the pants some of these padded leggings to go with it. Band braces for archery so I'm not busting my wrist. And right now my clothes are muddy. That's what that symbol means. So people are less likely to be friendly with me. I need to find a trough to wash in. Let's see if that worked. So right now my clothes are clean again, so people are more likely to talk to me. I just don't know how they crammed all this in here. That's the amazing part about it. There is no blacksmith in town. That really sucks. There's quick travel. So there's that. Nice doggy. Doggy. Grocer. The music is fantastic. But it feels very cinematic. Everything about this feels like you're... There are moments that I'm just like, this writing is really good. Yeah, I'm glad they did, because you can tell they've even fine-tuned a lot of this stuff. This is a game, if they had rushed it, I don't think would be as good. I know they added some stuff in afterwards.
Looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
That'll be Lubosh. Gallows bait if I ever saw one. His place is at the end of the village, next to the stream. Take him and welcome.
Right now I'm investigating this murder and stuff, so I'm trying to find this guy. I've traveled far to get here too. Just to track this one guy down. It's been miles and miles of a journey to get here. Man, this looks good. I definitely would have liked to have seen what they could have done with the Unreal Engine rather than the Crysis engine, but considering it is the Crysis engine, it's pretty impressive. What was that? Oh, a thief.
Somebody help me!
Let's see if I can't catch this thief for him. Gotta tackle this guy, see if I can catch him. Stop, asshole! Oh, come on! No, you don't. No, you don't. get you. Man, this motherfucker can run! I'm trying to catch him. What's up? Oh, it's gonna be like that, is it? Oh. Alright. Knock him on his ass. Alright.
Had enough. Yeah, you got me. Look, it was only a few cross shirts.
No excuses. Hand it over.
Here.
You got the thrashing you deserved. I hope you've learned your lesson.
I'll amend my life from the very foundations. Believe me.
Glad I didn't pull on my bow and shoot you.
You really let him go? Just like that? And did you get the loot back?
I did. I have it here.
Thank you. A thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days.
Woo. Yeah, his stamina was
Just so you
incredible.
know,
He
I
could
know
be
pinch bursts. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
Hey, you got to keep half of it. It's the first time I've ever caught down and tracked down a thief, though. Now I've got to run back to town. Yeah, that ain't happening. Come here. Let's go, Pebbles. And yeah, he sprinted for like a good mile almost. Make me run for it. Oh, don't break your leg there. That was nuts. It's the first time I've actually ever seen a thief in town, though. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Yeah, he did a little bit. Something's going on.
Citizens, move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Allow me to introduce you. Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Oh shit. Damn!
Sakra. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
This just got even more interesting.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Right?
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last
Got him
few
up
days
pretty
he
good.
didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhoff raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Right?
Good day to you. What do you need?
Another thing about Lubosh.
Alright. I'll make sure I had all the dialogue. Let's look around. Damn. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna eat from that pot. This is where he slept. Don't see anything in here. I think I will take all that though. He won't be needing it. Alright. Don't see a weapon anywhere that happened. Alright, so let me see what I need to do. Find out more. He was nailed to the wall. Holy shit. I wonder which they did first, gutting him or nailing him. Wait. okay, I can't investigate the corpse. Let's do that. Damn! They fucked him up.
An inscription in blood. Pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day. Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream.
Alright, I'm gonna get away from this body. It's creeping me out a bit. Ah! Oh no! Stop leaving me in here. Whew. Man. Somebody's gotta know something. Okay, okay, good dog. Damn. That's a little feisty around there and shit. Oh, what kind of flowers are these? Marigold. Yeah, I'd probably need to pick some of those. High bright. That's probably for night food. Okay, somebody who knows. Oh, great. Now it's raining. Where's someone?
Jesus Christ be praised.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Guess the tavern would know a lot
Have you
more.
noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin is too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky. But after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's all. Thank you. I'm looking for the local groom. Where can I find him?
If he isn't in the stables, then I have no idea where he's got to.
I'll talk to the priest. Hey, tenor.
Blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wow, what an ass.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances. And this is one of them.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Huh, really? Wow. That's cool.
My respects to you.
Okay, so you have no money and no items. That's fantastic. So what can I do in this town? Butcher. Primitive scarecrow.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'm looking for the local group.
Well, you found him. What can I do for you?
The lady Stephanie of Talmberg sent me. She said you have a roan ready for her.
Well, Chamberlain Dietrich said someone would come. We have him here, but if he's ready, I can't say. That miserable horse will let you saddle him and walk him around the courtyard, but as soon as someone sits on him, he goes completely wild.
That horse is supposed to be presented at a noble woman's wedding. Probably won't be appropriate if he makes a spectacle of his rider. Is there anything I can do?
Try asking Vash. For some reason, that devil horse listens to him. Then take the horse with you. Dietrich's arranged it.
Stuff for my horse. Definitely need something. Tell me you get some saddlebags at least. I'll buy something later if I don't have to spend money on this new horse.
Good health to you. I heard you have a way with the horse that unsaddles everyone else.
Yes. I suppose I do.
And how do you do it? How do you calm him down?
I'm good to him.
I want to treat the horse well too, but I don't know how, because I don't know him as well as you do. Will you help me?
I sing to him.
You sing to him? What?
Two horses come roaming in the merry month of May, to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown, and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to my maiden so fair?
That's, interesting.
Know how it looks, but he likes it.
Thank you, Basha.
Jesus, look where you're going.
Whoa. Oh, white horse. Okay.
So, boy, want me to sing? You're definitely the first horse I've ever serenaded.
Two horses come roaming in the merry month of May, graze in the shade of the apple tree there. First one is brown and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to, my maiden so fair?
Well, you still gonna throw me off?
Yeah, I'm not stopping.
I feel quite hungry.
Yeah, no. I'll get some meat once I get to town. shit,
I'll
possibly
be
buy
with
some
you.
stuff.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye. Finally, a reasonable sum.
Repair my stuff, please. Alright. Let me get some food. Nope, just one. Alright. Pause it here for the next video. Get something to eat.